Hey guys, in this episode I'm going to be reviewing the Toy Story Mr. Potato Head from 1995. Before I open this up, I want to show you guys what the box looks like real quick. So from the front here, you can see there's a nice cloud design, and there's it showcases the potato head in kind of the default configuration. On the side, they actually use a screenshot from the movie, but what's weird about this is that the background is not the correct background from the scene, and you can tell pretty clearly by just focusing on the shoes here. Look at how they don't line up with the bed and how the shading is odd. I just thought it was kind of funny. And this is actually repeated on both sides, so that's exactly the same. On the back, there's a little more information about what you can do with it, and it kind of shows some configurations and whatnot, so it's pretty cool. On the bottom here, it looks like this is a list of all the accessories you get. And down here, there's actually an old sticker which showed the original price. So this was $15 back in 1995. And finally, here is what it looks like from the top. As you can see, there's really nothing crazy going on, just another Toy Story logo. Alright, so what's going to be cool about this review is I actually got this as an open box or a new in box. I don't exactly know the term of what it's called, but basically the original tape, the factory seal, has been cut, but the contents inside have never been used. So it is basically like getting a factory sealed one. And I think that's going to be really cool for this review, because we get to look at a pristine copy and get to look at all the packaging and stuff that was inside and how it was packaged. Another cool thing about this is that I myself have not fully opened it up yet. So this is also going to serve as some sort of a first impressions for me as well. So a lot of cool stuff going on with this episode. So prior to filming, I did go ahead and open the bag that is in here, and you will see in just a minute that all of the potato head pieces are in this bag, which is pretty cool. And this was factory sealed when I got this, but I did open it prior to filming, like I said, just for the review, so it can flow nicer. So the first thing in here is the bag, which is kind of the main event. This is where all the pieces and parts are for Mr. Potato Head. And, well, maybe, arguably, this is the main part here, is the actual potato. So this is just loose in the box here. And this is basically just the main body of Mr. Potato Head. And there is one more thing in here, and if I'm just gonna dump it out, because it'd be easier, and get that box out of the way. There's just a small little instruction thingy, and it just says Mr. Potato Head Storage Compartment Assembly. It just tells you how to fit that little piece that's in the bag on the back here. And that's really all you get for an instruction manual. This is not a book or anything, it's just a single piece of paper. Alright, so let's get this bag opened. I'm just going to take the pieces out one by one, I think. I'm going to stick the potato over here. I think that'll be good. Oh, this is interesting. It looks like the eyes are packaged in their own little bag. That's nice. It kind of protects it from getting scratched up. I saw a lot of used listings of this potato head when I was looking for one to get. And what bothered me a lot was a lot of times the eyes here were scratched off because, you know, kids playing with them and stuff. It's bound to happen. So I was really happy to find one still new for my collection. Alright, this seems to be all the parts here, but you know what would be better is I think I should go ahead and open these out and then talk about all the bonus parts. So I'm going to actually put all these to the side, even though I just got them out, just so it's a little easier. So this is pretty interesting, and something I did not know before having this, is that apparently the arms and ears here came packaged originally on these wires, sort of like a model kit. So it looks like I'm going to have to just pop them out here, which is pretty interesting. I did not expect them to be that way, but I suppose it makes sense. All this is kind of rubbery, so it looks like it's been kind of squished a bit from being in the box for so long, but that's alright. Yeah, the ears are kind of the same. The eyes here, like I mentioned earlier, are in their own little bag, so I'm going to actually start by just opening these out. I don't believe this has any seal to it, it just needs to be, just needs to be opened, so there's that, and here are the fan is going to blow that. I'm going to actually stick this in the box. Alright, so here are the eyes, and I will go into more detail on each part in just a minute, but yeah, it looks pretty neat. So yeah, let me go ahead and get these open. I mean, they're open, but you know, out of these little frames here. So I think I'm just going to be able to rip them off like this. It's a little tough. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. I think that's how you're supposed to do it. So I'll do it again on this side. Hopefully don't break anything. It's a little scary for me to just be ripping them open. But I don't want to damage anything, but Yeah, not the cleanest cut. I may be able to go back and fix that a little later, but not too bad. So there's the first ear out, and I'll do the same for this one. There we go. Now the ears are out of their frame, so I can actually use them. Just very slowly. Yeah, there we go. Like I said, these are probably not the cleanest looking, but I may be able to go back and kind of sand off some of the bumps here, if I want to. So yeah, there's the first arm, and let me get the second one. There we go. Finally, the accessories are free from their cages. Alright, so I'm going to put these aside, and actually not aside, but I'm actually going to bring back all the accessories and lay them all out now. Alright, here's everything laid out, and as you can see, there is a lot of parts to work with here. I'm honestly impressed by the amount you get in this set. It's really awesome. Before I cover each little part and start assembling him, I want to go ahead and stick the back piece on, get that done. So I believe you just fit the hole here in the hole here and just kind of snap it in place. I should not be struggling this much to get this piece in. Oh, there we go, finally got it. Nice, I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it kind of closes shut and you have to push it decently hard to get it open again. That's cool. So this is where we can store all his extra parts. Nice. I really like that click. It's got a very satisfying click to it. I'm going to start with his iconic hat here. And this whole thing is actually very rubbery. Like, almost squishy, actually. I can actually squish it around and kind of bend it a little bit. It doesn't, like, it's not like a bendy wire or anything, so it holds its shape. Just thought I would point out the texture of this. Very squishy. Not really what I was expecting, but I actually kind of like it. So yeah, I can even squish down here. Very interesting. But cool, I like this. Here is his bow tie. And oh wow, this is also kind of rubbery. In fact, maybe all these pieces are rubbery, just like the arms and ears were in the hat. So that's pretty cool. This is one of the ones that clips on, so I believe it goes underneath the nose. Here is the lip mouth. Pretty cool. Looks like there's some code there. This is the tongue mouth. Oh, it's a little slippery. And yeah, all these pieces are rubbery and squishy, kind of like the hat. So, that's cool. I was expecting them to be a little hard, but no, all these are rubbery. This is the, I think it's the mustache, because this other one here also can look like it, but I believe it's used for the eyebrows. So yeah, I guess I'm doing a combo here, but yeah, here's the mustache. It's also got the clip design, so it's going to go under the nose. And here's the eyebrows, which I guess won't go under the nose, but maybe there's a way they clip above. Oh yeah, here's the regular eyes. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Just your standard eyes. I know in the movie his eyes are separate, but in all the releases of Potato Head, I think all of them at least, the eyes are together. So that's just something you get. And yeah, they are squishy just like everything else. That rubber. Now here's something weird I just noticed. There seems to be a little bit of green on here. That's weird. This was factory sealed in the bag. Oh wow, there's some in here too. I'm almost wondering if maybe being in the box or bag for so long caused some of this green to show up. If anyone else out there is watching this and has one of these or has seen other ones, let me know if your parts are green too around the eyes. That's interesting. Alright, I'm gonna get to the other eyes too, just do them back to back. So here are the let's see, yeah, the other eyes. They're pretty similar, but they have the eyelids on top and they're looking down. And they're also taller, a lot taller actually. Huh, interesting. I believe these are more accurate to the movie. Here's the shoes and feet. I'm gonna just do the shoes first. Yeah, wow, these ones are really squishy too. Like, look at that. You can really squish this around. Cool. Oh, looks like this has some of the green stuff on it too. How weird. I want to say this is just how they are made in the factory, or this specific batch of Potato Head that I got had some weird green stain marks on it from the factory. Very interesting. And here are the feet. Pretty similar to the shoes as being like one piece. Pretty cool. There's some more code in here. Just probably like part number and all that. I'm sure all these pieces have a code somewhere. I just haven't seen them all. But yeah, I covered these, covered that. Okay, here's the nose. This is the orange nose. which just looks more like a human nose. Pretty cool. This is the one used in the movie, like the main one used in the movie. Although normal potato heads, I believe, typically have this red nose instead. More of a clown nose in a way. So it's cool you get both here in this set. So you basically get a regular potato head and a Toy Story potato head with this, which is really cool. Here is the teeth, mouth. There's kind of a grin, a smile. Pretty cool. This is what he's using in the box. Although this may be a little more movie accurate on the lips, because his mouth is closed. And he's got the red around it most of the time. So, yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, again, I'm really glad you get both options. That way you can mix and match, do different expressions. Really cool. I'm going to take a look at the ears here. These are kind of the more human ears. The orange ones. Pretty cool. Yeah, there's some... Oh, they're actually marked. That's cool. I did not know that. So this is R. So that's right. This is left. So, yeah, put them on the right side. This is the left ear. This is the right ear. That is funny. I did not know they were marked. Very cool. I want to say these pink ones now are also marked. So yeah, these are the pink ones. The ones used in the movie. Oh, they're not marked. How strange is that? So these, it doesn't matter which side you do. You can mix and match them. How interesting. And, no, a few more actually to go. Here's the hair, which is pretty cool. Nice little bonus piece. Not seen in the movie, but pretty classic to Mr. Potato Heads in general. And the glasses, also not a movie piece, but glad to have it here for more, just customization and all that. They do not bend. Like this one is actually not the rubber material like everything else was either. This is definitely a plastic, and they don't fold like real glasses would, but that's okay. And lastly, here are the arms. I'm just gonna do them both at the same time. Yeah, these are pretty cool. They're rubbery, but they're more stiff than some of these other ones. Like the shoes here, you can squish them very easily. These barely squish, just a little bit. I'm noticing there's also green on my arm. Look at that. Green there, green there. But yeah, so that covers about all the parts we get. So now I can actually start assembling them and see what we can make with all these accessories. To start off, I'm going to try to make just the regular one as seen in this screenshot here. So let's try that out. I'm just going to keep this here so I can look at it. And alright, I'm going to just start doing it, see what it's like. And then I can stick it on there. Whoop! That's not what I meant to do. There we go. See? Well, it looks a little... There we go. That's what I was trying... No, that's not what I was trying to do. I did it again. I can't believe this. Oh my gosh! How am I doing this so much? How am I doing this so wrong? Okay, I think I finally got it, which is good. About time. Alright, and last but not least... Oh, wait. Oh, I'm forgetting his ears. His ears gotta go on, too. Can't forget that. Pretty nice and simple. Now, last but not least, his hat. You would think that would be a peg, but I think it just sets on there loose. Which I actually prefer, because you can pose it in different angles. Yeah. I probably need to get it on there first, though. I'm not sure if it actually will stay at this angle. I have a bird's eye view kind of thing on my camera, so I'm able to show it. I may not be able to showcase it right. But yeah, you can kind of pose it like at an angle or front, which I like. I still don't think I have that on right. My apologies. But I don't think the hat's going to stay on when I tilt it, so I'm just going to hold it with my finger. But yeah, here we go. Here is the box. Kind of. There we go. Box. Let me get these out of the way. I realize I cannot multitask well. Like, I can't talk and do stuff at the same time. But yeah, this is kind of like the box formation, the regular default configuration you can do. Let's try a new combination. So yeah, what's cool about Mr. Potato Heads in general, not just this Toy Story one, is that obviously you can rearrange the parts however you please. Let's try the you can use the tongue for like a nose, you know, you can really get creative with this. Let's get the lips. Oh yeah. let's let's get the arms back in. Oops, wrong side. Where did I put that other arm? Here we go. I'm here. We're gonna use the other ears this time around. We're gonna use, whoop, just falling over. I probably should have put his feet on first. Let's get these on. And let's do the hair this time around. Oh yeah, that one just slots in. That one actually does have a peg. Okay, cool. That's weird how the hat doesn't have a peg, but this does. But I actually still prefer it without because of the posability you can do. So I'm glad they did that. But yeah, here is something I made. Pretty funny. I bet you can even do some crazy stuff like putting the shoes on his head. I believe this works. Yeah, it does. So like I said, you can get really weird with the customization. Very funny. You can basically make an upside down potato head doing it this way too. So let's try that as well. Wow, that is something. This is the upside down potato head. And yeah, it works. He looks like he's got a really big head. That is hilarious. But yeah, there's so much fun to be had with this, honestly. It's a great toy. Very, very cool. I love this. Okay, let's see if I can get these glasses working. I know I don't have the arms or ears yet, but that's alright. Let's see. Yeah, you can kind of just set them on there. They don't really snap to anything, so you just kind of have to take that as it is, but still, not so bad. I mean, if you don't have the ears in here... Actually, you know what? The ears may actually help it to stay. I wonder if I put the glasses in first, and then you put the ear to kind of keep it there. That's probably how you're supposed to do it, if I'm being honest. Check this out. You kind of just hold it back, stick the ear in, and boom, the glasses will stay. Yeah, I honestly, that is probably how you're supposed to do this. Oops. I always do it backwards at first. But yeah, lots of fun customization you can do. His his arm is rubbing up against the ear here just a little bit, I noticed, but that's alright. So yeah, really cool. Okay, there's one more thing I want to do, and let's see if I can fit all of the parts inside. I don't think I can fit everything, like the arms included, but all the excess parts probably will fit. But just for fun, I'm going to see how much I can get in here. I seriously doubt these are going in. The ears, this nose. Let's say I'm using this, you know, and so I'm not going to be using this. That can go in there. Tongue can go in there. I bet I can even put the glasses in here. Yeah, look at that. There's quite a lot of room in there. The eyes can... Oh, it's flying that way. Eyes can go in there. That can go in there. And really just except for the feet here, that is everything for like the normal potato head. So you can actually store all the parts in here. That is cool. Here we are. Here's everything put together properly, I think. Yeah, the hat won't stay on as much because of the angle, but that's alright. I'm holding it up pretty weirdly. This is how he normally would be sitting up. So, yeah, it stays on pretty good. And, you know, aside from the hat, if I shake this around, I don't think it's going anywhere. Which is pretty cool. So, yeah, like I said, they are, for the most part, pretty sturdy. But, yeah, he is really, really awesome. I absolutely love this toy. This is super fun, super awesome looking, tons of extra features and parts. This is just such a great toy. I really wish they made them like this nowadays with all these extra parts, because it really allows you to be more creative with what you can do. So I'm just going to dump everything out again. I think it'll be fun. So let's see if I can get it all out. There they go, yep. Awesome. Wow, his arm came off too, which wasn't supposed to happen, but that's alright. I noticed this arm is a little looser than my other one, so that may just vary, because that one's really in there. That one's got a good grip, but this one doesn't, so it probably just varies from piece to piece, factory and all that, so, but it's alright. He's sturdy enough to stay in there, just if you shake it around a lot, it will come off. Oh, and another thing I forgot to showcase is the bottom part here. You see how there's a big line here? This lets you freely customize the angle at which he is resting on. So if you want him looking up, all you have to do is stick the peg in the back, and so when he sits down, he'll be looking up. Alright, I think that's going to do it for this review. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. See ya!